Okay, guys, video two. So let's talk a little bit about what our bases should be looking like. And yours might look different than mine. I've moved some stuff around, but let's just kind of talk through some of these different buildings and what they're there for. Um, You can move buildings around on your base and get it organized in a way that works for you. If you didn't know that, you just hold down on the building and this little thing will pop up and you can sort of move it around to wherever you want to go. So if you're on your iPad or mobile device, just hold down on it. I'm on my computer with my emulator. I use BlueStacks to be able to play this on PC, but you can just hold it down and then move your buildings around and organize them however you would like. You'll see I have my resource collectors here. So my smelters that collect these shards. We have bolts that are used to make gear. We have our gold mines that make coins for us. We have our iron mines, and we have our crop that make food for us. So all of these different things, you want to continue to collect these resources throughout the day as you log on. They will get to a max fill level and then they stop collecting. So keep them as empty as possible so you're never at risk of them just sitting there not collecting any value for you. Some other things, we have hero EXP that's generated at our training bases. We have our builder's hut. There's a talent hall where you can manage all of the different AI workers that work on your base and upgrade them. And then some buildings you may not know too much about. There's this Doomsday Domination building. There's different things that happen in the story of the game. You can go all the way back to the beginning and you can find out when every different feature or recurring event happened and you can read more information about it. So if you're not really sure, like for instance, what the train means, when you see that train, you can go look up information about it and read through the story of our server and what's been going on. The store is here, and there's different types of stores. You can scroll through all the different stores. So when we talk about the Alliance store, or the Honor store, or the Campaign store, there's different things that you can collect that you can cash in for cool stuff. And we'll talk about more of that as time goes on. The only one you kind of want to stay away from is the VIP store and Diamond store. Gems are super valuable. Don't waste them buying stuff here. There's better ways to spend your gems. But your Alliance store with these Alliance points, the Honor store with Honor badges, and Campaign store with Campaign badges, you can definitely trade in for some great stuff. You have this decoration gallery. As you collect these decorations, you can put them around your base. I've thrown them all in this corner because some of them do give a buff for different things like defense or offensive attacks. So I just kind of have them thrown all over here in the corner, but feel free to have them set up wherever you want and have them continually, you can upgrade them and they help out with different things. You got your research facility. I bought the second one. That does cost real money. You don't have to do that, but if you want to grow faster, it's definitely a great investment. This is where you upgrade in different categories, different things like your trucks, your vehicles in your garages, your heroes, your other units, your ability to build buildings, develop your buildings, your economy. There's all these different things, and more stuff will be coming and will be able to be unlocked. This versus right here, I think that's your top priority. I'd really recommend you get that maxed out, and then you can work on units or other things that you might want to do. But maxing out that versus alliance tool, that's going to help you get the most points when you're doing versus points every week. We'll talk about that in our next video. You've got your drone center. This is, where you can upgrade your drone. It takes drone research points. You can also upgrade your components, and you can go into any of these and you can continue to upgrade and consolidate any gear that you find and level up your components on this. I just unlocked skill chips, still kind of figuring this out, but it seems like a similar thing where you just upgrade the skills that it has. And, if you want to spend money, you can unlock some other cool skins. I think some of those are seasonal, so that's kind of cool. When you upgrade your drone, it makes your drone goes out anytime you send out your troops for an attack. It goes with whichever troop you're sending out. So it will help make this formation stronger when you upgrade your drone. Some other things, we've got like tank center, your missile center, and things like that. Here's your Operation Falcon. You have honorable campaigns for your tanks. your aircraft and your missile launchers and your special ops missions. If you're anything like me, you probably downloaded this game because of a Facebook ad or maybe a TikTok ad or something like that. And you saw the mindless math of like moving things around and fighting zombies. And you're like, that looks like a fun game. And you had no idea what you were getting sucked into. That is where you play those little missions. So it's a lot of fun, and you'll get some cool resources for playing those. But obviously, as you've probably figured out, there's a lot more to this game than just that. There's this arena. None of us are strong enough, myself included, to fight the top players in the world and in the server in the arena. But what you can do is go look at them, and you can click on these little thumbs up. I've already done it today, but you can give a 1-up to each of these, and you'll get some free gems every single day. So don't forget to go in and just do that every day. Again, I'm not strong enough to be fighting with any of these folks, but maybe someday, right? A good goal to strive for. Maybe the most important building is your HQ. I have it right here in the center of my map. There's different things that you can do here. You know, there's different skins that you can pick. There's different shields you can put on. You really only need to do a shield. You can see your different, stats for your base and stuff. You really only need to put shields on when we're going to war with another server, which is once a week on Friday night through Saturday night. But if you're not going to be on for that, throw on a shield, definitely. Because otherwise you're going to get attacked and you're going to lose a bunch of resources, so you don't want that. You can kind of see some additional agents that hopefully at some point will unlock that are really powerful, that will help us out. Some additional heroes. But beyond that, whenever you're ready to upgrade your headquarters to the next level, it'll tell you what's required. As you can see, mine's taking quite a few resources. Iron and food are going to become your most valuable resource. When you're first starting out, it feels like it's these gold coins, but then iron and food, definitely the most important things to have. And there's always a couple of buildings that you need to upgrade to the same level as your headquarters before you can upgrade your headquarters. One of them will always be your tech center, and the other one will rotate through a few other things. Sometimes it's the hospital where you heal your troops. Sometimes it's your wall. Sometimes it's your tank center. Sometimes it's your alliance center. So keep those updated, and just a quick Google search, you can find Last War headquarters upgrade requirements, and it'll tell you for every level what other 2 buildings you're going to need to upgrade. Again, one of them is always going to be your tech center, and the other one will be something else. So it's good to keep the right buildings updated and upgraded with your HQ so that you're not suddenly needing to upgrade something that's 5 or 6 levels behind. Upgrading your Alliance Center is really important as well, just keeping it upgraded, not only because it's required for some of your HQ upgrades, but also the more powerful your Alliance Center is, when you go and do something and click on the help button and we're able to send you help, you get more help from us the more advanced your Alliance Center is. And so that's really important too. The other thing is, and again, I paid extra money for it, but you don't have to, I have all 4 builders. At the very level, you want to make sure that you keep your builder's hut as updated as possible, because that makes your builders more effective and it won't take as long to do everything else. So those 2 things will help save you time on anything else that you're doing. The last thing I'll say about your buildings is on your barracks. Again, I have multiple barracks. You may not have all of these, but everybody should have at least 2 barracks. You want to stagger these. If you only have 2, you want one that trains troops at one level, and you always want one barracks that's more powerful that trains them at a higher level. But ideally, what you want to do is go in. So for instance, I've got, you can scroll through all the different levels of troops that you can train. For your weaker barracks, train lower level troops. And then, like for instance, on these 2 barracks, I've got a 19 and a 20. These can train level 6 troops. And then I come to this barracks, which is level 21. And let me get back in, level 21. I can take the level 6 troops that weaker barracks makes. And you can see, if I was to just train level 7 troops, it takes 23 hours. But I can take these level 6 troops and I can promote them instead in an hour and 11 minutes. Way faster. So definitely train lower level and then promote. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and promote these. And then this one, I can cook up level 8s. So I'll take my 7s and I'll promote those to level 8s. So train 6s, promote to 7s, promote to 8s, and keep this train sort of going of training at a lower level and then promoting. It's way faster. Also, on days where you get points for training troops, you'll get full points for training the lower level ones, and then full points again for upgrading them if you do it the same day. So that makes training troops way faster, way easier, and you get way better credit for it if you do it on the right day. So that's the essentials for your base, your alignment, and stuff like that. We could talk about the gear factory a little bit. I'll talk about that more with heroes, though. And then you have your tavern, where, again, you've got different AI bots that come in and do work for you. And you have your ability to recruit survivors and heroes. There's days where you want to do those. Don't do them as they come in. Save it up and do it on the right day. But we'll talk more about that in the next video when we talk about what tasks you should focus on for versus every week.